So in today's video I'm going to be ranking the solos, duets and trios, and I've never stood up in a video before, I normally sit down. I'm only including competitive trios, so not Amanda and Giselle's duet, or Rochelle, Jackie and Summer's solo in the convention. It has to be a competition, and Mocking Ariana also did this video, so don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to her channel. She has 23,200k, and she also has Mocking Ariana too, so I'd go subscribe to that, so I'm basically doing pretty much the same dances, just different order because they were like the competitive solos, trios and duets. And on the next step, so I won't be including Daniel's national solo. Bottom is, I know I commented on Mocking Ariana's video, going I think slow and solo should be bottom because she did choreo in a freestyle round, but bottom is Rochelle, Noah and Piper's trio. Noah was injured. He was dancing on an injury, the dance was not clean. He dropped people in their lifts, but also it's not very impressive. Also, the dancers could do better moves. Rochelle could have done more than just a front aerial is the only impressive thing she does. Piper could do better stuff, like she could do more than just kicks. Like she can do the splits at that point, so she can do better stuff. There wasn't much unison, it was quite a disjointed. Next dance is Amanda, Giselle and Talia's trio, and this was a trio competition for all the best studios in their area. This dance was very boring, not much going on. When I saw it in the episode I liked it, so don't have a go at me for not liking it. And sorry about that, just pretend that didn't happen, so sorry guys, do not comment the fart, just ignore the fart, please. But there were too many talking heads and changing scenes, so we should have just been able to see the whole dance, which we didn't get, with quite a few dances on the show. Giselle could do more impressive acro, so could Talia. There's even amazing things Amanda can do. I like their turns and I like their turning leaps, but it was not very impressive, boring. Next is Rochelle, Becca and Josh. I loved Rochelle in that dance, but Josh could have done a bit more and Becca was sat down for a bit too long. Like Josh and his partnering, but when he was solo dancing he wasn't that impressive. He was impressive for a J-Troop dancer, but not in terms of on the broad scale. Becca, when she was standing up, didn't do a lot, and she was standing a bit awkward. Liked Rochelle's illusions, turns, tricks were good for their age. Next is Slow and Solo. Would have been higher up had she not done choreo from Jude's music video in the freestyle round. Because it was the best Sloan had danced all season, is why I've put it where it is. It would have been bottom had it not been as good as that. Better than her A-Troop audition. I felt like the song solo proved she should have been on A-Troop. She brought her best. Sloan was confident. She didn't have fancy tricks because she couldn't do them, but that didn't make the dance bad. Like, Sloan used what she could do, which I really do enjoy, and I farted again, I'm sorry. What is wrong with me? Next is Skylar's solo. As much as I liked it, it was a bit messy and stuff. It was just in there, desperate attempt to try and win, which is good, but can't go any higher because of that. Back handsprings were good, aerials were good, and headstand cartwheels there was a lot of time where she was waiting around because there was more time in the song. But I'm not going to knock her for doing it, like, really good. Next was Amanda and Michelle and Amy's trio. Liked the prop was messy in places. Liked the story and how they said in rehearsal it was about a lifeline and they were all connected. There was set things they needed to do and transitions between them lacked and were not very impressive to watch. Liked there were not too many tricks when Amy is good at tricks, but she didn't really do that and it was nice to see. I liked nobody looked like the weak link and everybody fitted into the dance well. Amanda could have done more, but apart from that I don't really have many critiques. I think the song and the costumes fitted together so well. I liked how Amanda, when Michelle fainted, just ran over and had good professionalism. Whereas Amy didn't really cover it up. If that happened, I would have been shocked myself, but I think I would have covered it better. Next is Summer's solo, Fire with Fire. I love the song. I loved the song. One of my favourite season 6 songs. Not sure if this is one of Summer's good solos. Summer quite messy in this dance. Energy good. Not a fan of the dress. Front walkover saved it, and so did her aerial and her energy. She wanted to win. Solo a bit rushed, not really clean. So that is basically. Next is Ozzy's musical theatre solo. Not sure if it is musical theatre. More contemporary, competitive, but it should have not been scored as high because it was more of a battle solo. Yep. Next is Rochelle's Dance Mania solo. I like the song, so I'm going to play it for you now. Because I like it, like a lot. I think Rochelle's audition for Dance Mania was better. I like the song. She walked around too much. She had a strong start. Liked her turns, really looked good, liked her tricks. It was not it's not the best. I like Briar's dance more than Rochelle's dancing sometimes when could do so much better. Hope you enjoyed that. I've never danced on my channel before. Now we'll move on to Giselle's solo. Like how there's a mix of contemporary and acro. Would like to see Rochelle do it maybe. Not competitive, but in Studio A maybe. There was one time she kinda did do it, like her Empire flashback solo. I really liked that one. Nice to see Giselle not throw all her contortions in, but it's internationals, you do want to throw out your best tricks. But nice to see it be smooth and use the stage well. Giselle in the space. She looked confident, energy throughout. Giselle could have done better, liked it. Next is Jiley fans, don't hate me, I don't like Jiley, that's just my opinion, so I'm just going to leave it. Emotion, could feel it. For an international studio to be the best in the world, they could have done more than lifts only, so not the best. They both had tricks. Their season 2 dance was better because it fused ballet, hip-hop, contemporary. James has so many good tricks. I think he was brought down to the same level as Riley rather than showing what he can do. If they'd done what they did in season 2, the dance would have been much better. I feel like James couldn't show his best tricks because the song was also too slow. I don't think Flying was the best choice song. The lifts were impressive, but the rest wasn't. Riley could do more moves than she did. And there were too many lifts. They didn't show them at their peak individually. They needed more individuality. Next is Summer's Dance Mania solo. And I know this is going to turn into a super long one because it was not amazing, but the song suited her. She was confident in what she did, and trying to find it, she was worth anything. She was bullied last season and now everyone was against her. I liked she wore black because it was different, not the typical Summer. Summer was there to kill. It was different from your typical lyrical. Liked her box split leap. Liked her final position, energy and attention. Really did like that. Next we have one of my favourite dances. Rochelle's Dance Mania audition. I loved her solo, loved how it started and built up, rather than going into a straight 540. We know Rochelle can do that, we don't need it in every dance. And she started slow and using her body. Her first trick was a back handspring into the leap. Matched the music, well, didn't go straight into it, it built up and built up the excitement. The costume was great, the song choice good, and the plot. And shame was it was a season 4 song, and Lost and Found we heard it, so it would have been nice to be a song we've never heard. Tricks throughout, held ending position, and carried on all the way through. Started slow gradually. Added turns strong, perfect. Would have liked more emotion. Next is one of my favourites. One of my favourites, and I'm going to play a little bit because I really do like it. If YouTube will let me, but probably not. Liked the costume and the plot. Riley didn't do a lot on point. I think it needed to be either point or barefoot, not a little bit of point and a lot of contemporary. Riley could have brought more to the unison bits. Loved James's B twist. Then we're on to Eldon's solo. I've never been a fan of Eldon, but I liked his tricks. Liked how he had a storyline. I'd never been wowed normally by Eldon, but Oxygen wowed me. Normally I can predict what he's going to do, but in this solo, Oxygen, I could not predict what he was going to do, which was a nice change. I think liked how the movement fitted with the song. I liked how everything fitted together, really matched the song. Eldon also blended the styles so well. His energy was good. Now we're going on to Don't Hate Me, all the Rochelle fans. I'm one of them, to be honest, but don't hate me. Rochelle and Noah's ballet duet. I liked the emotion. I loved Rochelle and Noah's chemistry. Liked how clean everything was in the lifts. Loved how Noah and Rochelle really trusted each other. Loved how it was nice to see them do ballet because there is not much ballet on the next step, so it was good to have something different. I didn't want to say a lot because I didn't want to get hated on, so I didn't say a lot, so don't hate me, please. Next is Noah and Rochelle's jazz duet. I loved the performance. Never could predict what they might do. Very well executed. Loved it. Very entertaining to watch. All round good dancers. Loved there was only impressive tricks instead of loads. Next is Showstopper Michelle's solo. I loved the fiery, fierce Michelle. Loved how when Michelle is in a competitive environment, she really knows how to bring it. Michelle just gave it her all. She fills the stage, owns the stage, and works the audience. Love seeing the side of Michelle because season 2 Michelle been quite sad. Her boyfriend broke up when she left the studio. There's pressure to get over her breakup with Alden. Her random lover turned up and made her life quite sad. I liked seeing how she turned around and flipped her personality and did a really happy dance to show off her talent. The reason why is above Alden because Alden you could tell it was Alden, whereas Michelle you couldn't tell it was Michelle in a positive way. It looks like someone who wants to win, and next is going to be so unexpected because I never thought I'd put Alden at the top. Alden season 3. I never expected to put it in the top, but I just had no choice. Loved it was different. You couldn't tell it was Alden in such a positive way. Loved how beautiful the solo was. There was so much emotion and technique. Yet you get goosebumps when you watch it because how good the solo is and how far Alden has come since regionals. Grown up and knows it's his last dance. Next step. So I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if it was quite random, sporadic. I'm filming this on a Wednesday night, so when I'd normally just watch stuff on YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please excuse the fart. Remember, this is only my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and like, comment, and subscribe to Mocking Ariana 3. Bye.